Go watch them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well, because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. First carry now for Austin Ekeler. And he manages to find a little traction on that Soaps field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here we go. It's Panther 60. 10, 18 cards.
This is Ekeler on 2nd. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Hey, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Play action now with Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11, and the Giants will have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's down to almost, no, actually going to give him the 30 here. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
On 1st and 10, here's Starks. He finds Neighbors right side. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Throwing on first down, it starts. Right back to Neighbors, and he's got it. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. With the gun this time, here's Starks. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Gano adds the point after. And the Giants drive out to an early 14-0 lead. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. The Giants in control so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Gano ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready?
They'll start the drive with Eckler. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. First down play, that's at 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 29-yard line.
Panther streak.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. On the give, here's Eckler. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's 2nd and 7. Bails out of the pocket quick. Right side, caught by Sinnott. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
They've run this 12-yard out route gate at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Daniels keeps it himself. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Commanders start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. On a quarterback sneak to the end zone. That one right down the middle. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Robinson with the return. New York to the line. 1st and 10. to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Giants will have a first down. And the slated downs to approach here from the 40. Rolling back, it's the handoff. Across midfield to the 45. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, kid, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal because of it. I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Darts out of the shotgun. Pass cut, 9-yard line. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route.
He has the New York touchdown. The Giants will add to their lead at the end of the half. Gano for the PAT. Extra point set in through the rain. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Gano ready to send this away. Samuel now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Now Daniels off the play action. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Play action now. Daniels. Escapes out to the left. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes the final play of our first half. Final throw before the break. A massive shot towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. Send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. 70 left, Buffalo 18.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
He finds Eckler out of the backfield. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
To the air, 3rd and long. throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. And plenty of hang time on this one. And that one won't flip the field at all. It's down just beyond the 40-yard line. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Play action with Dart. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10 now. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. Blake Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Throw on 3rd down. It's on target to Johnson. He's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10.
Hand off now from the gun. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. He puts everything behind this one. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Try and pick this up on the ground. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down that 17-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down. From the gun, here's Dart. Shakes himself free. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks in.
Big gain downfield. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
Daniels setting up the play action. Cut out left. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 45. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second and 8. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Here we go, third and less than a yard. Daniels is going to throw again. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
The almost pick hasn't shaken their faith in this offense. They're leaving him out there. Here's fourth down. To the air again, Daniels. Good strike downfield to Lane. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to send up first and goal.
Some of these quarterbacks, Dave, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space behind those completions outside the pocket.
And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always sinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Who set it down, score him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Dart. This is Cox, that's Slayton. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
That's another Giants.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win.
Ready.
First and 10 from the 41. From the gun, it's Tracy. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Here's second and 7. That's him on the quick hitter. Wow, he's about as close to the first as you can get, partner. Down to the 31, but didn't get it. It's third down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Moving on into the red zone. And he's finally taken down the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's another New York Giants.
Let's go.
So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, second and goal. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And that play's brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Back to throw it. They did it. He made the interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders have some new life in the fourth. There are costly interceptions, Brock. And then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the...
And that's a Washington touchdown! The Commanders now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie this game at 21. Tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. The throw left side finds Johnson. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants with a little more work to do to win it here.
The career is more at stake when you're proud.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. To throw, here's Dart. Brought in by his back Smith. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Give to Smith here on the zone read. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now to throw. Got a man and Neighbors has it. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Bone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. The Commanders take a timeout. They're 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Completed to his running back. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion, it made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Washington calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal. Tracy. He'll not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. So a timeout's taken. Just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you? Or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Commanders 21.
Ready to send this away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with. The Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10.
Get up! Get up! 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger!
Officials signaling timeouts. We've got whistles. Time left for one snap. And while we all know the odds are low, it's not impossible that they find a way to score. First call here coming from the shotgun.
70 Timberwolves. Three.
Here he goes, one final shot. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.
You all